I'm going to be looking over Clark's Valley down here in front of me. I'm honestly probably about 100 feet off the ground already, so. How's it going, everybody? So it is Friday afternoon. It's about 4:30. I just got the truck loaded up and we are headed to another spot this weekend on the Appalachian Trail that's pretty close by to where I live. We're going to be in Clark's Valley. I'm doing a section there. I'm hoping to do a 10-mile loop. It's really humid right now, and I don't do the humidity. But I got a bunch of water, I got my pack, I got some gear that I've had for a while that I haven't been able to try out yet, so we're going to give that a try tonight. It's a little damp and rainy, but it's not supposed to rain much more this afternoon. There is a tornado warning, though, which is pretty not good time to go camping, but, you know. So we're going to head to the spot, and we'll talk when we get there. So I just pulled in here to the parking lot, looking over my map one more time here. There's a couple different routes I can take. I'm going to be trying to get to the Stony Mountain Fire Tower. I've always wanted to come up here. I've come partially up this trail, but I've never gone to the top. There's a bunch of different routes you can take here, so I don't know if you can see on my phone here how well that's focused, but Fire tower's right in this little divot right here. So probably going to go up here, up along there, and then cut across the top here and maybe try to camp somewhere up here tonight, and then tomorrow head back out to this main trail and loop out and down and around and then come back, and that should put me at about 10 miles for that particular loop. I'm hoping. I've always wanted to go check out the fire tower. I love stuff like that. I know it gets pretty steep at the top, pretty light, so we'll see. It's a little humid. We're down by the creek right now. There's a bunch of people over here fishing. It's really pretty. It's about 70 degrees according to my truck. It rained all day, and it's a little humid, but the sun is not out, so I think as long as the sun stays in, it should be pretty comfortable. So we just got here to the first part of the actual trail. We use this water maintenance road, I guess it is. About a little over half a mile down this road we came. Sorry, I don't know why I say we, because it's definitely just me. But yeah, we're here at where the trail actually cuts off here up into the woods, and from here it basically goes straight up. We're running parallel to the mountain right now, but as soon as I step on here this trail, we're going to be going into a straight shot to the top. So I believe it's about a mile, a little over a mile, and it's pretty consistent climbing. So got the trekking poles here, gonna get them ready to go, have a little drink of water, and then we're gonna start up here. I'm recording this part on my phone because my GoPro's in my backpack and I don't feel like taking it off because I'm pretty comfy right now. One thing I did forget was more bug spray. Quite a bit of mosquitoes, but I'll be all right. I just stopped here for a second to take a little break for some water. I'm about a mile up. My watch is throwing all kinds of fits right now. It just showed me at a mile, now it's showing me at half a mile, but I keep my camera on the side of my pack, and I've been going through some of these really thick spots, and it just rained all day, so everything is wet and dripping, and I don't want my microphone, since I'm using an external mic, getting soaked with water. So I'm going to put my camera in my pack, but I figured I'd make a little video quick, an update. Standing here, this big giant nasty slug, size of my finger. Really tell you where we're at because my ascent is frozen and so is my distance, but I'm feeling good. I've been doing a lot of work lately at the gym to mainly for my legs, to be able to push up these hills with this since I like all my gear when I'm camping and I'm not an ultralight backpacker. So I've been doing a lot of work mainly on my legs and my cardio and endurance and stuff like that to be able to carry these packs more efficiently, and I feel great. Haven't really been looking at how far along on the trail I am. I know where I'm at, what trail I'm on, but I've honestly just been enjoying the walk. I feel really good. So I'm gonna get a drink here and get back to it. So my camera's in my pack and I don't want to miss it, but there's a big porcupine right here. Look at him go. Oh, he's so pretty. They're not very fast. I don't want to harass him, but no, they can't shoot quills at you. They can release them, but he can't shoot them. It's not a very big one. But I was walking up the trail and I heard some crunching, and here he is. I'm probably 6 feet away or so. Not gonna get any closer to him. He's already scared, but porcupines are cool because they don't move really fast. You can basically, as you can see, walk right up to him. And she, whatever it is can see when I move how it puffs up its quills like that. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm gonna leave it alone. The trail's right here. It's so cool. Awesome. So I'm finally up here on the top. That was a pretty brutal route, the way that I took. I don't really know what the grade was, but it was probably a mile of just straight miserable path. Thankfully, there was a nice clear road to walk on, so it wasn't like terrible, rocky, thick beside the trail. It was nice. It wasn't all grown up, but man, was it a long way of not even a flat spot to stop. I think it was an old logging road. Then I got to the top and they had cut in a fire break with a big forestry machine, and I looked on my map and I just had a hunch that it was going in the direction of the main trail here that I'm now on now, that runs out the top, which is very nice and grass and flat. Up in front of me here, can't see it yet, but right there I am seeing my first glimpse of the fencing around the Stony Mountain Fire Tower. And while, yeah, it's just an old tower in the woods, this kind of thing is incredibly awesome to me. And there it is. That you think about for a really long time, that you want to see. You imagine what it's going to look like, and then it's finally right there in front of you, and it's just, that's awesome. So yeah, this is one of them really cool spots that it's not easily accessible. To get here, you're going to have to hike a handful of miles from either direction to get here, and it's not easy terrain. So this is one of those spots that the people that come here to appreciate something like this, because you're not just going to come for a casual, most people aren't going to come for a casual stroll up here. You can go up in it. And if that's the case, and there's nothing that says otherwise around it, we're going to go up in it, because from my understanding, it looks to be in very good shape. So I'm super excited because I've seen pictures from the top here, and if I can go up in it, that's going to be just amazing. So here we go. Hope we can get up it. Super excited to check this out. This is really awesome, and as I suspected, there's nothing here that would make me believe I was doing anything wrong by going up here. You can see where it was originally chained and barbed wired off. Got old barbed wire on top, but this here, from my understanding, this part of the fence has been pulled back for a very long time, and this is an active, I don't know if this is state game land, but either way, this is an active area that people are up here burning, doing controlled burns and forestry stuff. So I would assume that if you were really not supposed to be in here, they would have a sign, they would be doing something to keep you out. So I don't think I'm doing anything wrong by going in here. There's no signs, there's no trespassing signs, it's not chained off, they don't have any section of stairs removed. I am going to be extremely careful. All of this is, I'm a metal fabricator, so I'm going to trust my judgment here that this looks pretty sturdy. I'm still going to be careful, obviously, but yeah, here we go. The Stony Mountain Fire Tower to the top. Hopefully we can get to the top. Putting my Volta wrist sling on in case for whatever reason I would have a little slippage. At least I'll be able to recover my body with the footage. Everything seems pretty sturdy so far. Not at all concerned. I'm honestly probably about 100 feet off the ground already, so I'm about just below, or just at tree height, but I'm going to stop talking because it's windy. Let's go. Okay, so the only thing I will say, when you get up to the very top here, I'm about to be on the platform itself. Sorry about the wind, it's crazy. This last hand railing on your left is it's pretty thin and rickety, but it is very attached. So, and this last bit of stairs is a little steeper, but wow. Try not to look down. I don't know how much I trust that. Yeah. Be pretty cool if this was some good wood here. It'd be pretty cool to camp in here. Could pretty easily sleep long ways in here. I don't really want to go out in the wind because it's ripping, but let's look at this view. If you don't like heights, definitely not for you. I am not a fan of heights, but I got faith in this structure here. Like I said, there are some, like this angle up here, this is 1/8 inch angle. So, you know, it's enough to keep you from feeling like you're going to fall off, but it's not very sturdy. Insane. Probably terrible because the wind is absolutely ripping up here above the trees, coming up over the mountain here. Got the DeHart Dam over there, the reservoir. Here's where we came up. This is what it's about. You want to get excited on life, climb yourself a couple 100 feet up a old ass fire tower and 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts. It'll get your heart going a little bit if you don't like heights. Pretty awesome. So glad to be up here. I love stuff like this. I love old buildings, structures, anything from the past. Even though I don't believe this is terribly old, it's still an awesome thing that you can come up here, and it's in good shape. And it looks like they actually have replaced the floor joists in the box here, where you would actually observe from, which tells me that they are trying to keep it safe. This is definitely not something that you would want to come up if she wasn't structurally sound, because it's quite a ways up here. Made me a little nervous, to be honest, coming up, but it's probably because I had my camera in my hand. But yeah, this is just crazy. I don't even want to come down. I've wanted to come up here for so long. Can see, I don't even know how far you can see. Can see everything. Tower City, like I said, you got the reservoir for Harrisburg right there. And then out behind that, out past that over the mountain is Tower City. And there's not a whole lot of anything really that ways for a little bit. Appalachian Trail cuts across somewhere here out in front of us, runs this mountain the whole way down, and then it cuts down, comes across, and then it goes out this ridge here. But yeah, for the 5th time now, we're gonna head down. I just super hyped to be up here. This is great. especially with this freaking wind when you peek around the corner here. But yeah, let's head down and find ourselves a campsite for the night. I just found a nice little spot here. I came down from the tower and started back out the trail on the top of the mountain towards the way I'm headed, back towards close to the Appalachian Trail. And this whole top of the mountain up here is super flat, and it's actually later than I thought it was. I was thinking it was like 6:30, but it's 7:30. So everything up here is just prime, absolute prime hammock camping territory. So I thought I had found a good spot down that way, and then I started looking around, and there was kind of a big dead tree hidden, and it's pretty windy, and I think it's supposed to stay windy, and we're up on the top, so there's going to be a good bit of wind. So I got this thick stuff here, and there's a little bit of a hump over here to try to block some of the wind. The wind is coming from this way, so I'm thinking I'm going to cross somewhere right here. After I get this set up, I'm going to talk about it a little bit, because I've had this thing for a while and I've never been able to use it because I was really enjoying my Hennessy, and I still am. It's great. I just decided to bring this time because it was a little bit lighter. I'll include, when I get back, I took weights of all of my different setups that I have for hammocks and ranked them by weight. So I have my second lightest one right now ranked by weight, and it was only like 2 ounces lighter, or 2 ounces heavier than the first lightest setup. So I'm gonna get it out, set it up, and then we're gonna talk about it. Started this little fire here beside this tree. Everything is completely soaked, so don't really have to worry about the breeze or anything. It's wet. It's not cold, obviously, but I greatly underestimated how bad the bugs were going to be, and just feel everywhere, all over my head, my arms, my neck, everything. So I'm going to try to stay near this little fire here, and hopefully the smoke will keep them away a bit. The setup I'm using, I guess I can talk about it really quick. This is the OneWind 11-foot hammock. Had it for a while, I just haven't really used it yet. I really like their strap system, how they use like a cinch buckle instead of a loop, because really you have unlimited adjustment. You can see it right there. It's got some really nice heavy duty, I think they're stainless buckles, and some good cord there. I want to call it am steel because that's what's used on the hunting saddles that we use. Your bridge is made of am steel, and it has a very similar look to that. I'm sure there's a bunch of different names for it, but yeah, you have unlimited adjustment here. You have no loops like the typical your typical suspension line. The other cool little thing is they just little attention to detail. They put this little elastic piece on here so that I messed it up and it fell off, and then I put it back on the wrong side, but you can use it to roll your access lineup, like I did over here, and keeps it out of the way real nice, like that. Great idea. A nice little detail. And the stuff sack here opens on both ends, so like you saw in the video, if you could see it, I had it, you just basically you hook one side up, pull it out, hook the other side up, pull it out. It's really nice and convenient. Also got this little, what is the silky saw. Been wanting one of these for a while. I see a lot of guys using these. This is the F100 7.5 inch blade. I brought it along. It weighs, I don't know what it weighs, but it's virtually nothing. So I brought it along, hoping that I'd have a little fire like I did, and this flat up here is just covered, absolutely covered in fallen down dead trees. We are going to, I say we again, I'm going to sit here by my fire because it's actually nice and toasty. It's got a little bit of a breeze blowing on it at the moment, but nothing too big. So I'm going to clear out the leaves around here because the heat will dry them off and I don't want them to burn. But like I said, everything is soaked. We got rain all day today. It's been really wet the last week or so. So I'm going to clear that out. Didn't bring my chair. Thought about it, and then I actually forgot it because I put my tripod on and I haven't even used my tripod. But I'm going to get these leaves situated. My hammock, my sleeping space is ready to go. So this is kind of a test here. I can see in my front facing screen that the little GoPro light mod is actually doing a pretty good job. I put my dead cat on my microphone. I hope you can't see it in the frame there, but it's pretty windy and I haven't really tried that thing in the wind yet, so I really want to see how much wind noise it cuts down. But I decided to get my tripod out since, I carried it up here, so I figured I might as well use it. There's this really nice flat rock right here, so this is where we're going to be making dinner. Got our little fire going in the background. I was able to find some nice dry wood for that, so that's nice. I think it's a combination of it also getting cooler. The bugs kind of went away, so that's nice because I was thinking I was going to have to go in my bug net and not come out. Dinner, I have, what do I have? I think I have sweet pork and rice again. I've been eating the sweet pork and rice and the beef pasta marinara from Peak Refuel. They've been my go-tos lately. So I'm really looking forward to that because I'm starving. I also have an ice cream sandwich, and then for breakfast I have granola with blueberries and milk. So, and some of that coffee that I got, that I had the other weekend, which I discovered that I don't like coffee, but for some reason there's something about waking up in the woods and drinking some coffee that's actually enjoyable. So, we're going to get our stove set up here on this beautiful flat cooking rock that we have here. Just really happy to be up here. It's been a very difficult week for me, so to be able to come up here is what I needed. I love being secluded like this. I wish my buddies were here with me, but they couldn't make it this weekend, so it's just as good to be out here by myself. Not just as good, but it's still pretty good. So I'm going to do my journaling and have my scotch, and then I'll I do want to give a shout out to my nephew Tucker, who apparently really likes watching my videos. He is really big into survival and camping and the outdoors in general. He doesn't really get to do a whole lot of camping, but this summer, maybe next, not sure when he's going to be over again, but if you guys want to see him, he's 7, 8, and he just loves the outdoors, loves survival, everything about it. So, hi Tucker, we'll go camping as soon as we can, wherever you want to go. Tent camping, hammock camping, and we'll make a video together. But yeah, I'm gonna have my dinner here quick, and we'll be back before bed. Good morning. I just got back on the trail from my campsite, got everything cleaned up, and had some breakfast and that coffee, which is surprisingly good for a person who doesn't like to drink coffee. Not really much of a morning person, no matter how late or early it is, so didn't really feel like talking, so I just wanted to show what I was eating and drinking and get everything cleaned up, and now I'm headed back away from the fire tower on the trail. It's really nice. It's gonna be hot today. It's supposed to be 100 degrees. It's supposed to be the hottest day of the year so far, and it's May 21st. Supposed to hit 100 on the heat index, so I'm trying to get out before then, even though I'm going hiking again later. So it's not bad here in the shade. The canopy is nice and thick, so it's pretty cool. It's very comfortable, actually. I believe this trail is going to take me down a little bit and then loop back up, and then I can either continue out the mountain towards Devil's Race Course and then back down, or I can take a trail down. So I'm just gonna wait and see how I feel when I get to that point. I only saw 2 other people this morning walked by with some dogs. Otherwise, this is a pretty secluded area, so it's been really nice because of that. I don't really like being in areas where there's lots of people, even though a lot of the places I go have lots of people. So, gonna enjoy this hike take a couple more videos on the way out, and then see what else we can get into today. It's very slippery. So I'm back to the truck, and like I said earlier, it is hot. This is like August type of hot. I'm completely soaked. My pack is completely soaked. It has changed colors, which you can't really see, but I can assure you it's a different color than it was. It was a nice hike down. Steep, really steep. I would almost prefer to go up the way that I did the first time, the next time I go up, because I think that coming down the way I did would suck worse going up than the way that I went up. So keep that in mind. If you ever come to this spot, do it counterclockwise, the loop, because at least counterclockwise, when you go up, it's steep, but it's a little bit at a diagonal the way the road is. But when you come down, if you were to go up the way I just came down, you get to the base where the elevation starts to really get steep, and it just goes straight up for a mile roughly. So yeah, that was a great trip. I'm really hot. I'm gonna go home and get a shower and get some food, because yeah, but I'm gonna put the weight of my pack for this trip in the description then, because it didn't feel too bad. It was pretty comfortable. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm not sure where I'm gonna go next. Actually, I think I do know where I'm gonna go next, but I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and a subscribe. I greatly appreciate it, and we will see you on the next one.